Wow, I never thought I'd see the words kids and orgy in the same sentence. Hey guys, Dylan Bucketeer here. So, today we're going to do a little special video, because this is the first time I'm ever going to talk about a TV show. Well, that's sweaty, isn't it? Fuck. We're talking about a TV show. The TV show we're talking about is Castle Rock. I've never reviewed TV shows mainly because they're so hard to fucking talk about. Because like everyone is like, it's like spoilers are the devil to people. It's just like, oh, don't fucking spoil it. But I don't believe in that. I don't believe there's such. I don't believe there's some taboo rule against spoiling a fucking TV show. Shit. You can not watch the like as soon as you hear me even start talking on spoilers, just fucking leave the video. No one's telling you stay your ass here. But I need to use those. Please stay. Please stay. But let's get away all this prologue bullshit. Castle Rock. Castle Rock is basically its new Hulu show. And basically what this is, it's not a specific Stephen King book adaptation. No, it's multiple stories, which in the Stephen King multiverse, there's a place called Castle Rock. Basically, where stories like Shawshank Redemption, Cujo, and so on. But yeah, so now we have Castle Rock. The story of the Castle Rock is basically you have this prisoner played by Bill Skarsgård. No one knows where he came from. No one even knows his real name. He was just in like a part of the prison that's no one been there. What prison is this? Shawshank. And basically, that's like everyone's trying to figure out where did this guy come from. Basically, he mentions a name, Henry Deaver. I know it's retarded. King wasn't always the best at making up last names. I mean, you know Richie. You know his last name is fucking Tozer. But then again, Richie is still badass. Woo! Trust me, you'll hear about how badass he is in the Horrortober 3. You can count on that shit. Okay, my camera ran out of space. my camera just never ran out of space, so I had to get some space out. So like I was saying, like he calls up this lawyer, Henry Deaver. Basically, he's this lawyer. He has a really shitty job. He works in Texas, and of course, as we do know, that Texas still they allow the death penalty. So I'm gonna spoil this scene because this scene is really good. Like it's really it's fucked up and intense. He's defending this poor old woman, and then of course she gets the death penalty. And they euthanize her, which is really hard to see anyway. He leaves for a minute, and they're all screaming in there because she's alive again, and they fight out. The lawyer, he just fucking gets pissed and grabs a fucking chair, and beats the window. I mean, damn, because the show was like a very somber, a somber tone. Everything's slow and quiet, and all of a sudden, you see people fucking grab a chair and beating the windows with it. Kind of shit's extreme. The fact is, honestly, it's one of the most intense scenes, and I do love that scene. And yeah, I mean, that's the show, really. That's the plot of this show. No, I forgot. Henry, the lawyer, he goes to Castle Rock to figure out who this prisoner is. The funny thing about this, by the way, Shawshank, they're keeping some secrets. Yeah. But I really do love this show. Like, first episode, it fucking hooks you in. The fact is, it's cryptic, and it's good kind of cryptic. It's also a bad kind of cryptic. I'll get into that in a minute. Let's talk about Bill Skarsgård. I always, even in the trailer, I was like, why is he in the show? And if you don't know who Bill Skarsgård is, this is who he is. No one knew who the fuck he was until he played Pennywise. No one knew who the fuck he was. The fact is, honestly, I really do enjoy it. I mean, Bill Skarsgård, he's a good actor. I mean, why is he in this show, though? And I got a feeling Hulu, they were they were thinking, it's they saw it and how successful it was. It's one of the most, It's one of the only horror movies to break 1 million. The fact is it's like, oh shit, we should get Bill Skarsgård to be in our Stephen King show. And now we got Bill Skarsgård. He's fine. I have no problem with me. Just kind of feel like you're cashing in on Bill Skarsgård here. And yeah, this is not a prequel to fucking It. Read the book. I've read the book, and it's some really sick shit at the end. If you read the book, you know what I'm talking about. It's some sick shit. I'm getting way off track. The fact is in the show, the show's a very somber tone. Also, you have Sissy Spacek. Everyone was fucking theorizing because they saw her in the trailer, and they automatically assumed this, it's a show, like it's a show based on some Stephen King stories, means that she's like Carrie. This is like they're saying, oh, it's a sequel to Carrie. Carrie's a woman now. I was like, well, one, I looked it up, and Carrie did not take place in Castle Rock. Two, if you saw the movie Carrie, she's fucking dead. So, not really, you can't really have Carrie in the show. Really, she just played as an old woman with Alzheimer's, which is really, I always find it so sad in like movies and TV shows where like Alzheimer's, like they show people Alzheimer's. It is sad as fuck. But in this show, they actually make it funny. It's really hard to make Alzheimer's funny. But this show made, shit, Sissy Spacek's pretty funny. I'm not a fucking monster, it's funny. Sometimes old people are funny. Who gives a shit? Honestly, I'm going back to the cryptic shit, like, hey, it's good sometimes. The problem is, this is the first episode of the show, guys. You gotta say some shit. You can't just be like, this character goes here, this character goes here, and now intertwine. There is a character, I don't even know who the fuck this woman is. I didn't even hear her in the entire episode. You never hear her name. And I was like, who the fuck is this? Just tell me who it is. I understand, like, you want to spoon feed your audience, which I'm happy you don't want to do that. There's movies and TV shows nowadays, they just fucking spoon feed the audience. I think it's bullshit. The problem is, like, you have to at least give us something for the first episode. You don't introduce a character like this buying some pills off some skater kid and not expect us to ask, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? But seriously, I mean, like, who is she? Does anything explain? At least we got Henry Deaver over here. Bill Skarsgård, I understand we're not saying his name. Actually, I kind of hope you guys keep that secret to the final episode. The fact is, I do love this show. It's a good kind of cryptic and a bad kind of cryptic. If you're like, if you're going in the show and you're like, oh, it's gonna be like, an anthology with Stephen King stories, it's not. Like, the one story that's referenced in referenced in the first episode is just Shawshank. To be honest, I was more excited about than the Cujo. I mean, like, I like Cujo. I just didn't want to see, like, a remake of it. I mean, like, I always wanted to know, like, I was always like, I would love to know what Shawshank looks like in modern time. And guess what? It's still corrupt as shit. They freaking look at Henry Deaver like he's he's the Antichrist because he let an old woman get on death row. Come to Scott County, meet some of our cops, and you'll see fucking crooked. Henry Deaver, that dude's a freaking saint compared to these cops. Enough about the police. I'm not giving ratings for shows. Fuck that shit. But I did like this episode. I know it's kind of weird for me to talk about the first episode, but I'm not going to review every single episode. But I will, when the season finale happens, I'll do the entire show review. And don't think I won't do spoilers. I'm going to do fucking spoilers. So, yeah. I'm going to go take a shower, and then I'm going to get ready to do my first review of Horrortober. Gotta get this shit done. Peace, man.